never want to speak on nobody's death, but I could tell you this. When God bless you, right, you have to change your ways. You have to evolve. You have to. That's all I can say.
Right.
I could just say wrong place, wrong time for these guys.
They were, rolling dice. So in other words, once you ascend to a certain level, you got to leave that alone.
Oh yeah,
you can't go back to the street. And I know, look, I don't been,
with all respect, why would I roll dice with somebody else that ain't on my tax bracket? It's liability that some shit can happen.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been there.
I watch people die every day like that. That's why I ain't never beat him. If it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm not hanging around a bunch of mean mugging ass motherfuckers. Nigga, if you not smiling, you getting away from me.
Right.
That's my motto. I'm like, yo, bro, he not smiling. What's wrong with him? Hey, give him some shots or he gotta go home.
Simple as that.
Hell, it's real simple. I want to buy the block.
Right.
I want our name on the block.
Right.
That's going back to the hood.
Okay.
But what stopped me and what actually made me stop hanging in the hood was Dick Gregory.
Okay.
I watched this clip. Dick Gregory was like, nigga, why you buy this Rolls Royce? To ride through the hood to show you the richest motherfucker? That I can't buy one? And da-da-da-da. And it's crazy because that's why I bought it.
Right.
I was young, like, nigga, we getting money on the south side. I'm finna pull a phantom out here, da-da-da. But I was ignorant. And at the same time, I could have bought this condo downtown Atlanta that I ride by every day today.
Right.
And it's fucking 5 times the value.
Right.
The egg on my face, right? So when I seen Dick Gregory do that, I actually got out that car. The things I wanted to be and grow up to be, I got there.
Right.
23 years old.
Okay.
I was sitting so high on top of my mountain, I just kept smelling something.
Right.
It just smelled like manure. I was standing on top of shit mountain. I didn't have nothing. I didn't have no business. I didn't have no financial literacy. I didn't have an insurance policy. I didn't know what trust accounts was, shell companies. I didn't know how to go buy tangible businesses. I didn't know nothing. So I'm like, yo, how am I this famous guy and I'm the big homie and y'all respected me? Nigga, I can't even tell you how to go open up a bank account. It felt so good learning that. Like, usually if I want to run money up, I have to go in the streets now. I got good credit, some holding companies. I go get me a loan.
Right.
I go get a loan right now for $10 million, $20 million, $100 million. It's just perspectives.
Right.
And a good business plan. It's easy. So when you start learning things like that, why would you be an edge monster?
Right.
I know anybody right now, yo. I don't care how gangster you are. My boy, if you start learning this real business, man, you ain't thugging. That thug, man, who? I wish you, I ain't going. I'm good. I'm not going nowhere with all the odds is against me. I can't do that. It's stupidity. So
right.
That's what made me stop, man. I was on top of shit mountain. And I wanted to build Mount Everest.
Right.
And I knew it was all right here in my brain. I got tired of just, anytime I see a crowd of black people, I'm clutching. I get around a bunch of Chinese guys or white guys or this guy, I'm kind of cool.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why am I like that?
Right.
If I broke out of it, I want to perfect me. I didn't want to be this person that what they want to say, America wants you to be all, every black man say, yo, niggas don't trust black people. I want to be me, man. I say, Waka, how could you change anything if you can't change yourself? How could you change the world if you can't change your family? How could you change your family if you can't change your neighborhood? How could you change the country if you can't change the state? So you have to change you, your family, your neighborhood, then your state. So that's a lot of pillars mentally you have to get through as a man.
What's good with it, YouTube? It's Coffee on the vid. Back at it, man. And Waka Flocka, you heard him? He said he was standing on shit mountain trying to build Mount Everest and had to change up how he was moving. And man, that's wild. He said a Dick Gregory clip really resonated with him and had him just say, fuck how I'm moving out here. I got to do things differently. And I don't know, I feel like he was kicking a lot of game in this clip, but at the same damn time, it's going to be controversial with some of the racial aspects of what Waka Flocka was saying there. What do y'all think, man? Comment and let me know below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you sub up. That's what it's all about over here. Hear from the people. You know, your thoughts, your take, your opinion. So tap in, hit the comments, sub up, and stay tuned. But man, a lot of what Waka was saying here hasn't been said before in other situations where other rappers have lost their lives. Like, for instance, the PNB Rock death, recently. Y'all remember, right? He went to the Waffle House, in an area that a lot of cats out there from the West Coast was like, yo, it's wild active around there. I don't go there and I'm from here. And there was like 3 other Waffle Houses he could have went to or whatever. You know what I mean? But he came in there flossing, heavy with the jewels and all that, and ended up losing his life. And again, with that sentiment and what Waka said, like I said, that's been laid out and said before, but the way that Waka Flocka put it was a little differently. You know what I mean? Because he was like, why would I buy this whip and go back to the hood? Like, you can't have this. Look what I got that you don't got, etc. Where a lot of times when this narrative and conversation comes up, it's like often looked at like, well, yo, cats just don't want to see individuals succeed and come up out of the hood, etc. But Waka actually said, no, that's exactly why I bought it. That's exactly why I rolled through the hood in that whip, because I wanted to show it off. You know what I mean? And feel good that I could have what others couldn't have. So in a sense, it's a little different than when that narrative particularly comes up. You know what I'm saying? Comment and let me know if y'all agree with that. If you were feeling, that statement there at that part when Waka said that. But when it comes to the Migos, comment, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I fuck with the Migos, but I'm not gonna front at the same time. We've heard a lot of individuals talk about how Takeoff, it was all love. He wasn't on no BS. He wasn't on no fluckery. You know what I mean? But like, I don't follow them to the point where I know the way they move and all that, or see everything they do on social networks and whatnot. So what do y'all think, man? Like, do you think the Migos or Takeoff moved recklessly? I mean, we know in that particular evening they were wrong place, wrong time. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. Takeoff ended up being killed, but I don't know, man. It's just wild. He said, "Why shoot dice with someone who ain't up in your tax bracket?" It really doesn't make sense. So again, let me know your thoughts below. But Waka Flocka, I don't know. It's like, as we know, he ain't really active in this rap game no more. You know what I mean? And whenever he does an interview, it does seem to go very viral. And he's kicking some different kind of game. You know what I mean? Like the one time he was talking about how he don't give a fuck, more or less. Like, he was a whack rapper and he don't care. He did what he had to do and got up out of the game. And just kind of more or less just trying to share some jewels, I guess, in maturing and changing lifestyle or strategy or whatever when it comes to getting the bag. I mean, we know Waka went through a lot in the rap game. He saw death, Slim Duncan, obviously a close affiliate of his, was killed. His brother, K.O. Red, took his own life. I'm not saying that came right from the rap game or anything like that, but I'm just saying in Waka Flocka's time in the game, he went through some things and it seemed learned some things, and more or less seems like he was like, yo, I'm going to get my bag. You heard him. Flux shit mountain. I'm going to build Mount Everest and really learn the business side of things, loans, shell companies, corporations, investments, etc. And for the most part, he seems to be doing very well for himself, I guess. Y'all let me know what you think. And also another thing when it comes to Waka, his family. We know he comes from a family with hustle in their blood, who was out in the streets getting money, networking. And I'm sure they shared a lot of game with Waka Flocka Flame as well. But that's all I got on this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Look forward to hearing what everyone's got to say in the comments. R.I.P. Dick Gregory. That man was amazing. He really was and is. His legend lives on, like it does in this instance here, where, he Waka Flocka flat out shared Dick Gregory is what had him wanting to elevate his lifestyle and the way he moved. So thanks for watching. I'm gone. Catch you on the next one. Is coffee. Peace.